Now, we know British politicians love a photo op, don't they? They like being on a building site, maybe visiting a factory.
My Viz vest.
Yeah, hard hat. They like all that kind
Always.
of stuff. Take a look at this. It's a Canadian version of all that.
Ooh, this is the Canadian Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau, watching the final block being installed on an igloo in the country's most northern city, Iqaluit. Now, he showed some outdoor skills. He hopped aboard a sled. Which one? Where is he? Is he at the back?
Second to the back.
Oh, pulled by a team of huskies.
And notice he just jumped on it. He didn't pull it. He was just going on for a ride.
No, the huskies were pulling it. The huskies were pulling it.
So there's not that many skills.
It's quite adventurous compared to what we'd see. I mean, we don't have huskies and sleds here. We don't have the weather for it here.
No, that's true.
Or for igloos, come to that matter. Although it felt like it, definitely has felt like it over the last week.
Now, you think it's been cold here lately?
It has.
It has. It's even colder somewhere else.
Always.
Matt will explain. Matt, where is that? That looks freezing.
Absolutely freezing. This is Milwaukee, Ben. Very good morning to you in the northern US. Yeah, if you think it's been cold here, much of the northern US and Canada being in the grip of an even more severe Arctic outbreak of cold air. Temperatures low enough to around -30, -40 degrees. The other morning, even Kentucky further south dropped down to around -29 Celsius. Ice flows there on the Lake Michigan. And tonight, Florida, widespread frost in the north. Temperatures could get low as -10 in terms of wind chill. And it's not just been about the ice, it's also been about the snow too. This was Philadelphia yesterday. Big blanket of snow. We've seen snowfall quite widely across the northeast of the United States. Now, if you're asking yourself, Matt, why are you showing us the US? There is a reason, because the weather system that brought this snow to Philadelphia is going to have a massive impact on our weather tomorrow. Not in terms of snowfall, but in terms of wind and also rain. It's here. It's been moving off the east coast of the United States, winding itself up. That is Storm Isha. Still away from us right now, but it will have an impact, as I'll show you.
Hello. I think we've seen the last of the widespread cold, frosty days. On Friday, there was plenty of blue sky and wintry sunshine for many of us. This was the picture in Dudley, but things are changing now. We've got milder air moving in time for the weekend and also much windier weather. In fact, the Met Office have named Storm Isha. That's on the way, particularly late Sunday into Monday, bringing severe gales and disruption to travel. Power perhaps is likely.
You two are twins this morning.
Oh, we got the pink memo, didn't we, Matt? Morning.
We certainly did, yes. Amazing, isn't it? You know what? The weather geek in me was just looking at the sky colour behind those starlings then. Always beautiful when it's really cold on a dusk evening. But those cold days and cold nights are over for now, at least. Let's take a look at what's coming our way, because Ben has hinted at it. A storm is heading towards the UK.
Here's Matt.
Yeah, if you hadn't said anything, it would have just been seamless, wouldn't it? But you had to point it out.
Morning.
Morning, Matt.
Morning, both. You know what? I bet there was many a garden in the north of the UK. We saw an igloo being built over the past few days. It has been cold enough. There has been some snow. But if you have done that, it will all be melted by probably the end of this weekend. Very good morning. Yeah, the weather has changed.
There is a storm in the forecast. Matt has all you need to know. And it's a bit wild, but it's been freezing. Things are warming up a little bit, aren't they, Matt?
Warming up a lot, actually, compared to what we've had, Ben. Very good morning too. Let me just show you this chart across Europe. It doesn't show the temperature, it just shows how temperatures compare to normal. The redder colours down here across the Mediterranean, we've seen record-breaking warmth for January in around the Med. But the blue colours an indication at the moment. Temperatures for most are still well below what we'd normally expect for this stage in January, but already changes today, Scotland and Northern Ireland. And if I run this chart over the next 3 days to take us into the start of next week, just notice how those oranges deepen and spread across much of Europe. Temperatures are going to be really, really boosted as the Atlantic starts to win its way in, getting away some of that Arctic air we've been experiencing. That change, as I said, already begins today. But of course, with the warmer air, instead of snow falling from the sky, it's going to be rain. I'm going to see a fair bit of it across some western areas. Rain for all over the next 3 days, but the darker colours and then the greens are appearing western parts of Scotland into northwest England, northwest Wales. It's here where we could see around 50 to 80 millimetres of rain. And with some snow melt, we could start to see some flooding as well. Already some rain, in fact, in the forecast today on what is a cloudier, breezier, but also milder day for many. Not raining everywhere, though, by any means. And in fact, if you're across parts of East Anglia, the southeast and the Channel Islands this morning, Bit of a cold start, a little bit of frost around, but a dry and bright day to come with some sunshine, not as much as we've seen through recent days.
And I tell you what, we've had that cold snap, which so many people couldn't wait to go. We had all those rains a few weeks ago, didn't we? All that rain, I should say, and flooding. And now we've got a storm on the horizon.
Indeed, quite a switch around, isn't it? It's keeping us on our toes this winter, and certainly stormy weather is on its way later tomorrow. So that's Sunday into Monday morning is where we see some of the worst of the winds. Winds already picking up over the next 24 hours anyway.
You know, like when you see that lovely dusting of snow.
Yeah.
And it looks so pretty, and
For
then
like
the ice,
5
and then
minutes.
and then the ice, and you're like, okay, be very careful. And then it's that day after, or the morning after, it all just looks a bit sad.
Slushy and a bit rubbish.
Yeah, that's what Matt's bringing you this morning. Morning.
Happy Saturday, everybody. Doesn't it look sad, though,
It
especially
does.
on a plain field? Yeah, the snow melting away here. This was taken this morning, in fact, in Wigan. Very good morning to you all. But yeah, the snow just slowly melting away, slowly starting to disappear. And it will do for a fair few where the snow is still in place. Reason is temperatures are on the up at the moment. They are going to rise above normal for the first time in well over a week. And it's through Sunday night into Monday as Storm Isha passes to the north. Strong winds on the southern will have its biggest impact, especially around western coast. The Met Office already have some amber warnings in place with gusts of wind 80 miles an hour, maybe a little bit more, but beware, these warning areas could change through the day. We'll keep them updated on the BBC weather website. But with those sort of wind strengths around through Sunday night, there could be some problems into Monday morning's rush hour if you're trying to get across the country. We'll, of course, keep you updated. I'll be back with more tomorrow morning on Breakfast from 6.
Yeah, and Matt, we talk a lot, don't we, about sort of the extremes of weather at the moment.
Yes.
And we've had a bit of everything. I mean, we've had the cold temperature, we've had the snow, we've had the wind, we've had the rain. Why are things feeling so extreme right now and really unsettled?
The joy of winter in some respects, but we've got a pretty active jet stream before Christmas and now after, and that's where we're seeing the wind and the rain return. It was in between which you had a more typical, slightly quieter spell, as we sometimes see during the winter, and that colder weather. The colder weather, whilst it was pretty cold, was nothing too extreme compared to what we've seen in the past. It's really the milder stuff that's really dominated so far this winter, with it, the strong winds as well. Been quite a stormy one.
OK. Do you sleep through storms?
I tend to, yes. I love
Yeah.
the sound of rain.
Yeah, I do. It's the shift, though. I think doing these shifts, we sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whenever
we sleep
we
well.
get it.
We sleep well.
you,
Matt,
Matt.
enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thanks very much. I know
See you soon.
You too.
no
Take
viewers
care.
will see you tomorrow. Thanks.